That's why your body's crazy, but you can't run from yourself. That's where it's difficult. Girl, I can see in your...
I guess we live. We're here on 1690 AM to 1. I'm your host, Willie Hamilton, and this is Real Talk. Good evening, folks, on this cold and wintry night. It is definitely cold outside, and I am not accustomed to it. I don't think most black people are accustomed to the cold weather. And I'm telling you, man, Nebraska weather is cold. Matter of fact, when I first got up here, I thought it was a miracle because I had never saw snow, simply that much snow at one time. And look, been here now, oh my God, almost 25, 30 years. Huge. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the show. Again, my name is Willie Hamilton, and this is Real Talk. Omaha #1 radio station, Nebraska #2 radio station in the state. That's what we do. We represent. So we want to thank you so much for tuning into the show. Again, this is November the 26th, 2013. And again, this is Real Talk. Real issues affecting real people tonight. So again, thank you for tuning into the show. Later on this show, we will have none other than Mr. Robert Wagner, president and founder of NOSE. NOSE is the synonym for Keep North Omaha Safe for Everyone. So again, folks, sit back, relax. Hopefully, you want to call in. You can call in at 402-965-1003, and we will be talking about at least two or three things. And then I may have enough time to talk about the article that just caught my eye regarding the Jenkins Mineral State issue and what took place surrounding that issue. So again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. So, but before we do that, we want to definitely get into the business of thinking our sponsors. This show is sponsored in part by Big Mama's Sandwich Shop, located at 2416 Lake Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Our handcrafted deli-style sandwiches and wraps are made to order with the freshest ingredients and a little touch of soul. So, Big Mama's specialty ice cream made from your scratch soups. Gourmet cookies are available. So come out and visit us at Big Mama's Sandwich Shop, located on the corner of 2416 Lake Street, right next to the Bemis Center. Come out and say hi. Again, too, we want to thank, actually, if you're having a very special occasion and you can't seem to find that right gown, go see our friends at Cinderella Reynolds in Ralston. You'll find the kind of dress you'll likely wear only once: prom, formal, pageant, or even that smoking hot dress, the killer heels for the new year. Not only will you save a boatload of cash, you'll look fabulous at the same time. So just east of 72nd and Main in Ralston, or go online and visit us at CinderellaRentals.com. Again, go see our friends at Cinderella Reynolds in Ralston. Last but not least, iTex, the world's largest barter company. Did you know that bartering was the first means of economics transaction? Did you know that? And I definitely didn't know, man, that it had a huge market of over $14 billion. So anyway, iTex, the world's largest barter company, holiday show Sunday, December the 8th, 11 to 3 p.m. Business owners come out and see how barter can work for you. We don't just talk about it, we are actually involved in it. So come out and learn more. 402-592-2918 to RSVP. Again, that's iTex, the world's largest barter company. Holiday show Sunday, December the 8th, 11 to 3. Business owners come out and see how barter can work for you. Again, that number is 402-592-2918. Hello. Every first Wednesday of the month, we are proud to present the Hungry Club, and it will be held like it's always held, at Big Mama Kitchen and Catering, located on the corner of 45th and Bedford. This month's speaker will be Mr. Achille Bannister. Again, our guest for Wednesday, December the 4th, is Achille Bannister. Mr. Achille Bannister is the CEO and president and co-founder, and has been working closely with the disadvantaged youth since 2001 at the age of 16. He opened and operated Bannister Taekwondo Club, a small business forum to help inner city youth with life and social skills through Taekwondo and mentoring. He has helped disadvantaged youth programs in the North and South Omaha communities. Achille has a strong passion for teaching youth life skills. His passion stems from losing two of his cousins to a drive-by shootings. Both cousins was murdered due to gang-related activities. So he never left the community. He stayed in the community to give back. He worked with both of his cousins, but was able to reach them. He worked with both of his cousins, but wasn't able to reach them for many reasons. But Mr. Bannister strongly believed it was because Bannister, the Taekwondo Club, was not officially a non-profit organization. His program lacked in funding and in help with the youth. And it always that way. It's about the money. We've always did a lot with a little. And now it's getting to the point, man, it's almost like, man, we got a dusting. And we're trying to put a Band-Aid on the dam to address the problems within our community. But I believe, silly as it seems, that it can be accomplished. But not without unity, not without compromise, and not without lack of egos. And I love this synonym, egos, which is ease God out. And sometimes it gets in my way because I know God is not done with me. But at the end of the day, I would like to think that no matter what, that I'm doing it for the right reason, and the right reason is to try to impact and bring about change within my community. So if I got to work with the devil himself, then so be it. But it is what it is. Last but not least, we have a vigil that is taking place, candlelight vigil for the common sense immigration law. Some people call immigration the new civil rights issue of our time. Some people may disagree, and I know a lot within my community, but I support immigration reform. I believe that if you were born in this country, and that you should have a reasonable pathway to citizenship. I don't think 25 to 30 years is a reasonable pathway to citizenship. So we will be participating in a vigil in this holiday season. Too many Nebraska families are needlessly torn apart by outdated immigration laws. On the seventh night of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, join us for Interfaith Candlelight Vigil for immigration reform. It's time for updating immigration laws to create a strong foundation for Nebraska communities and future. Co-sponsor of the Anti-Defamation League, State Region, Black Men United, Catholic Charities, Creighton Center for Service and Justice, the Heartland Worker Center, Malcolm X Memorial Foundation, National Council of the Jews, Nebraska Appleseed, OTOC, One Together, One Community, Rabbi Azriel, and Temple Israel, to name a few. Yes, thank you, Jamise. Robert is running a few minutes late, so he'll be here around 8:30, and we'll talk in more detail about what he got on the agenda, and hopefully you folks, as well as myself, will really get behind this effort. Almost forgot. and that's a shame on me. I just want to give a big shout out, and so thankful. My son surprised me. Came up from North Carolina. He is stationed at North Carolina at Fort Bragg, and in the Special Forces. So he surprised us and came down. And I'm telling you, sometimes you have to, separate yourself from what you be trying to do with other folks, and really enjoy and keep in mind what is important and why you're doing what you're doing. And so it was good to just be able to sit back and bowl. I am not a bowler. I am not a bowler. But I will go out there and talk smack as though I am a bowler. So anyway, I was talking smack, and we bowled again. And as you well know, I lost both of those games because I am not a bowler. But it was so much fun just being able to just sit back and to laugh and to laugh and to laugh and to enjoy family. So I just want to say he already know this. He is definitely my hero. He is definitely did things far sooner than what his dad did. And ain't no hate, ain't no jealousy involved with it. I'm so thankful that my kids are doing better than I did, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't over with. Our children, for me. So I am definitely gonna, step my game up and raise the bar, if you will, because that's what it's all about, man. It's just raising that bar and have a higher expectation, not only for myself but for my children as well. So I love you to death, Damian B, Alexia, Jamel, Joseph. Really had a great time. So big shout out, and big shout out to your mom, Jean, as well. So happy Thanksgiving. Also, I want to send a special prayer out to my sister Alice. Got a phone call Friday, and she was informing me that she went to the doctor and was told that she had cancer. But as God would see it, because of the early detection, things look a lot better than when they first said cancer. So anytime you hear the word cancer, your mind just go all afloat as ours did. But early detection is crucial, and specifically for people of color, because it just seems like when we get cancer, when we get any disease, it progresses faster for whatever the reason may be. Maybe because of food, and that's a whole different conversation in itself. But I love you to death, fam, and as I always say, man, keep your eye on Jesus Christ, not to your left or to your right, and He will always see you through. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And again, I love you, and Damian B, you are my hero, and you always will be. So I'll talk to you soon. Really, education is crucial in a lot of things in life, but it's not the only thing, and we're finding it out because of the cost of education, and sometimes the it's not what is needed for an individual, for whatever it may be, and also a lot of folks who have degrees now are sitting at home with that degree. And in the past, technical trades was huge. In Omaha, we used to have what's called Tech High. And for whatever reason, politics behind it, if you will, it is no longer in existence, but to a small degree, because I just found out that it is in existence and located at the Tech building. It's just been downgraded, but they're actually looking at expanding that again because of the jobs that are available in the technical trades. So buildingomaha.org is taking an application for the full-time construction electricians Wanted immediately. Construction background is helpful, but not required. Requirements for employment: minimum age of 18 years, a valid driver license, required physical exam. The starting wage is $11.11, and that all depends on where your skill level, your skill set is. So that could easily rise. 40 hours per week, employer paid pension. So you really get the benefits, and it is a union job. So if you're thinking about going in the field of electrical or electrician or construction, this is a good venue for you. So again, employer paid family health coverage after 1,500 hours. For more information, go to www.buildingomaha.org. Or you can apply in person at the National Electrical Contractors Association on Nebraska Chapter 8960 L Street, number 100. Contact person is Mr. Alan Hale or Mr. Tracy Montgomery. Again, buildingomaha.org, and starting wage is $11.11. So you can also call 402-397-5105 to get more information. Again, waiting for Robert Wagner to get here. He has a wonderful event coming up for a worthy cause. Before I forget, I want to thank all the churches and the organization that was involved with take a young black youth to worship day this past Sunday. I especially want to thank Reverend Ed Rollinson at the Fellowship Christian Center, which I attended. The church was literally had about maybe 35 to 40 youth in the church, and the message was geared towards the youth. Joseph, the 17-year-old in the Bible, and the pastor gave a powerful message regarding decisions and what you need to do in order to do what is right and your faith. So I want to thank Reverend Rollinson, but I also want to thank Reverend Michael Williams and also Pastor Wagstaff, I'm so sorry, Wagstaff, Sparks Academy, knows Mr. Robert Wagner, and Black Men United for coming together, and the Empowerment Network, as well as Councilman Ben Gray. We was able to feed well over 125 families for the Thanksgiving holidays. And that was huge to be able to feed and that many families. So it was so good because we knew that all the food went to individuals who needed it the most. So we was able to provide meals at Kellum, at Gateway, Howard Kennedy, through daycares, Fontenelle. It was a wonderful feeling to be able to do that. And the need, we didn't even put a dent in it. The need is so great. You hear the horror stories of so many families that are in need. And we need to be ashamed of ourselves that in America, specifically in Omaha, Nebraska, where we have more millionaires per capita than anywhere, New York, Chicago, LA, that our kids are going to bed hungry. Something is wrong with this picture. When we have the greatest country, and the least of us are not being fed, something is wrong with that picture. But again, I want to thank everyone involved with that event. Anytime you can take a youth to church and also feed a family, that's a good thing. because you can never go wrong with God. So I want to thank everyone involved with that. So a big shout out to all the pastors and the organizations. Together we can bring about change. It sounds like a cliche, but it's the fact of the matter. We can truly bring about change. I'm going to speak on this but for a little bit, and then I'm going to rant, I guess. And then I'm going to move on to a couple of topics, and then hopefully Robert will be here. So many times I go outside my community and I'll be in these conversations, or I overhear how they talk about us in North Omaha. And we're allowing personal feelings about individuals or organizations. And to personal feelings regarding those organizations receiving resources and access to resources because of personal feelings. Not because they ain't doing the work, but because of personal feelings. We got to look at the bigger picture. I ain't got to like you to work with you. And that's what our kids are seeing. And also, that's what folks out here doing most of this stuff. Saying, why should I stop doing what I'm doing? If people within power, leaders within the community can't get along. We as a people have to put personal feelings about individuals aside and look at the bigger picture on how we can close the achievement gap, how we can stop so many of our babies going to prison, how we can stop so many of our babies are dying. We got to stop allowing personal feelings to get in the way with that. And we got to start supporting and uniting around issues. We may not agree on everything, but if we truly care, if we truly on the same page when it comes to the betterment of our community and our kids, then we should be able to agree to disagree. And I'm at that point, man. I ain't gonna like you, but if you're out here doing something that's gonna affect change in my community, bring it on. I'm trying to make it happen, Captain. So again, folks, we're waiting for Robert Wagner to come in, and again, this is going to be an exciting event, and I don't want to go into too much detail on being involved with this, and it's such a good cause. Hopefully, man, our goal is 100, but I think the way this thing is being put together, that we could easily serve 200 people, and that is huge in these economic times. So again, waiting for Robert to come in, and so we can talk. But there's a couple of things that topics I want to talk about tonight, and a couple of them I think are silly, but it is it is what it is. One is sagging. Do you think it should be a crime? Because there's some ramifications happening. There's some people actually looking at passing legislation that's going to make sagging a crime. And who do you think sagging is going to be targeted? What group of people? It's interesting. What do you think about that? Do you think that sagging should be a crime? Second, the recent shooting that took place, and there will be more discussion regarding this shooting because there's more questions than answers, as it always is when we the community do not get the real deal regarding police shootings, and it's so secretive. So it brings up the question again: do we need police oversight? And the question is yes. And I've said this until the cow come home. No agency can police itself. None. So why should the police? Last but not least, and this is interesting. First of all, I didn't know that this bill was actually introduced a while back, but it's being reintroduced, and the bill is asking to allow teachers the right to carry guns, and it's almost like Nebraska attempt, if you will, at the stand your ground law. Good conversation. What do you think about one of those three things? If you have any thought on that, give us a call here at 402-965-1003. I'm gonna step back because he just walked in the room, getting all geared up, and again, man, I almost let it out the bag. So, but he's in the house, and first of all, thank you so much, Robert, for coming in. You all ready? Good. Yeah. First of all, I've been trying not to talk about the flyer, man, and the event because I really believe that this event has the ability to be able to really change a lot of folks' lives for the good, as far as giving them an opportunity to have a good Christmas. But first of all, what have you been doing, man, lately? And introduce yourself and give us a quick background. Who is Robert Wagner?
I'm a father. Just a normal guy, you know. I paint, do floors, try to get involved in my community. You know, I'm always at the schools, always at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm pretty boring, Willie. There ain't a whole lot to me.
You know, that's one of the things I like about you, Robert. Right now, you're very humble. And people may not caught your name, but you went through something that a lot of people would not be able to go through. And we was talking about it on Facebook today, how you could have easily laid down and got mad and went to the other side. But you took an experience and turned it into a triumph. Because now you are really seen as a leader. And you looking down at it like, well, we all want to hear all that, man. But the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. And that's why you're out here doing what you're doing. Nose. First of all, what is NOSE?
NOSE is keeping North Omaha safe for everyone. And a lot of people ask me, what does the E stand for? And when I say everyone, you know, I'm talking about everybody, you know, the kids that are at risk, you know, the so-called gang members, you know, like people like to label them. Everyone, you know, everyone bleeds and walks the same way and talks the same way. So I'm here to try to just change the way things have been. That's all. You know, nothing extra special or phenomenal. Just maybe hope people think a different way. That's all.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things I like about you, what you do, is you always feeling the need. I see you out there. If there's a need, if there's someone that needs to be buried, there's an issue need to be addressed. If there's people that need to be fed, you're out here feeling the need, and that's huge because a lot of folks talk. We have a lot of meetings that we go to where few people feel the need. So this upcoming project, I think, is going to be off the chain, and so much so that you got some people that jumped on the wagon immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Jumped on the wagon, and so why don't you first of all talk a little bit about how you came up with this concept and what are you hoping to accomplish with it?
Well, first of all, Willie, it was about a year ago, and I was working with the Smith family, Montorius. He was a 15-year-old kid. His sister had been shot while she was sleeping. And I was getting some gas. We were just out selling some necklaces. And he said, man, you know, what are you going to do for yourself? You know, are you going to sit down? Are you going to relax? I said, once we make sure we get the amount of money, then we'll go home, you know, then we'll relax.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he was just talking. It was about 12 degrees that day, and he was like, we should walk from one end to the city to the other. How much money do you think we could raise? And I said, well, I don't know, you know, but I'm willing to do it if you are.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me he would. You know, I hope he listening, or I hope somebody tells him that I brought his name up on the show. So that kind of gave me the idea, well, if we go from one end of the city to the next, maybe pulling a wagon or something, you know, could we get people to donate toys? And Christmas has always been something pretty, you know, it's always been my birthday's the 26th, so I never really had a good Christmas growing up, but I know kids and, you know, they want so much, and it's always been my goal, you know, to try to help as many as possible. I got my own, you know, I help my girlfriend with her boys, and it's a good feeling, you know, to put a smile on somebody's face. So I kind of played around with the idea all summer. I thought about it. I was like, man, can I really make this walk? And then I drove it one day, and I said, you know, I could do this. Now, you know, I'm a little winded right now, Willie. I've been rushing for about an hour or something. I might have to do a couple push-ups or something, but I believe I could knock out those 16 miles, and
16 miles.
16.8 to be exact.
We went from 14 to 16. I ain't never made no from the 16 miles. Go ahead.
So, I mean, I figured the challenge, you know, with it being December 14th, you know, it might be cold, it might be snowing, but it's a commitment, and I'm going to see it through, you know, and I got a lot of good supporters, and, you know, a lot of people saying, hey, they're going to be right there with me every step, so I'm looking forward to it, Willie. You know, I'm excited. I get goosebumps thinking about it. And
Get goosebumps. You get goosebumps thinking about walking 16 miles.
in the cold.
Hold up. You're talking about walking from Oakview,
144th and Center.
144th and Center, December the 14th. Okay. First of all, you don't know what conditions that's going to be happening during that time. And we talking about Nebraska, right?
Yep.
Okay, we talking about Nebraska. So, do you have a specific route that you'll be taking during this crazy 16-mile jaunt, if you will?
Well, the goal was to go down Center Street to 72nd, and then we would head north on 72nd.
Right.
Once we get to Ames, we would go east on 72nd and take that to 24th. And once we make it to work, that'll be our last. It's over then once we make it to work. I mean, I feel like it's over once we make it to 72nd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you make it 7 seconds.
72nd and Ames, I'll be smiling and
Mm-hmm. Yes, you on there? Hello? You on there? Hello? You on there? Wait a minute. You on there? So what? Rob need a better microphone? Okay. He says he need another microphone for Robert.
Oh, no, okay, there you go, there you go, Robert.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him now?
It's about 30 seconds delay. So they get it
Okay. But 144th and Center. And now, what are the routes again? I mean,
I'm going to take 144th all the way to 72nd and head north. And once I get to 72nd and Ames, I'm going to head east, down Ames to 24th. And then I'm going to go back south to work, and that'll be the end.
it'll be the end.
16th and work.
Now, is that going to be maybe like a website or a Facebook page where people can actually go and actually see your route, so that if they want to give and they want to, push people towards that location or those locations, they can do that?
Yeah, in fact, we have about 8 places along the route, where it's going to be a stop station.
Mhm.
So you can either bring the toys there if you don't want to bring it to me, or if you can't find me, you could take it to the stop station. It'll be manned for 12 hours, and we're hoping to be able to track me the whole route. So I don't know quite if it'll be U-streamed or how we'll do it, but that's the plan. That's what we've been discussing, to try to follow me so people can go to a website and see exactly where I'm at a certain time.
Wow, that is a very creative idea. And what for you, because you have high expectations. What would be a success?
Well, I was thinking about that yesterday, and the goal is to be able to help 100 kids, and there's way more than 100 kids that need. So I'm really hoping that this catches on, and we got a couple upcoming events to promote it in the next couple of days. I'll let you know, Willie, and the public will know. But I'm hoping, I don't really want to put a limit on it, but, if we can reach 500 to 1,000 kids, I'd be happy.
Now, is there a age range as far as gifts or presents? And it also, is it limited to just gifts? Can you give other things as well?
Well, when you talk about kids, naturally, toys is the main drive and the main push, that we would want. But, there's kids that are needing socks, gloves, just whatever you want to come and put in that wagon, we'll accept it. I want to be able to meet actual Christmas lists of kids and get the kids actually what they asked for, and just go from there.
Mm-hmm. Now, suppose somebody see one of your events, one of your calls, if you will, for resources, and want to donate $5,000.
Well, if they wanted to do that, I believe you would be acting as our fiscal agent, I believe.
Yeah.
Black Men United, and because right now, we are not a 501c3. We just operate, off the people, basically,
And this is what we want people to do. Specifically, we want you to put in the memo, Toy Trek. Simple. TOYTREK. That designate all proceeds to go directly to Nose in its entirety. Again, in the memo, put TOYTREK. All donations will be going to Nose in their first annual Toy Trek Miles for Smiles. Also, this thing is caught on so fast that I guess you would call it pitch the idea, but you basically was talking about it during our a food drive. And again, I want to thank Nose. I called Robert and I said, look, Robert, we want to be able to partner with Nose, and this is what we wanted to do. We said we needed some turkeys. Rob said, how many? Rob went out, and between 20 almost 20 turkeys, without a doubt. And I just want to say thank you so much, because you saw a need and then you went out and filled it. So we wouldn't be able to fed over 100 families. People have problems feeding 25 families. That's on 100. So big shout out to Nose. And now my focus for the next 14 days, and it should be yours, is to get as many folks behind what Robert is doing. You bought a shirt. Can you hang it up and show the different sponsors who really already got behind this? So, Jim's Rib Haven. They say we don't give. We one of the most giving people. Pulse, Time Out, Performance Lawn and Landscape, Purposely Created Child Care, Big O Photo. Where's the Big O Photo booth at?
Big old photo booth.
Where's that at?
73rd and Seward.
Deuces Lounge. Oh man, they speak highly of this brother right here. Sugar Hill, General. Now hold on, y'all. This man that went, and he's asking one of the poorest. Was all the people that he gave basically in the hood, right?
Yes.
So when we got 144th, so we should be able to get big donations from 144th to 72nd, right? Before we get to 72nd, it should be a wrap.
I'm hoping, Willie.
No, it should be a wrap, because if the poorest neighborhood can jump on this wagon and they see the need, and statistics speak for themselves when it comes to poverty, here's a simple way for you to do something for our community. You can call Robert at
812-6540.
or you can go online, and you'll be seeing this over the next 2 weeks. It's just going to be everywhere. We're going to have it here on 106.9, 1690. We're going to have it on Facebook. We're going to have it on Twitter. We're going to have just flyers. We're going to have posters, the barber shops, beauty salons, and we want to have everyone, the neighborhood associations. I want to thank Michael for taking that to the different neighborhood associations. We want to have you, man, call somebody, man, and just say, hey, look, $25, $50 you can give. You're in the air. You're in the air. You're in the air.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay, I didn't get that. I didn't get that one. But the fact of the matter, this is such a great idea. I mean, I think it's just the media is going to be all over here. Tom Becker, Willie Hamilton, I'm calling you, man. You need to have Rob on your show. This thing is huge, and the need is so great within our community, and it's just a small thing you can do. Well, come on, man. I mean, just if you put up 30 cents, you'll be able to provide a toy for someone, and it's for a good cause. So again, and if you want to get out there and get healthy, a walkathon. So it's also a way for you to get healthy, and you'll be able to put some more names on there.
Yes, I was speaking with Miss Westbrook, Joyce Westbrook from Sugar Hill last night. We had a long talk, and she was saying how there's such a need for black businesses to come forward and come together and support this, and that's what one of the upcoming stories is going to be about. It's about the community coming together for something positive, and I'm happy that the community's backing me up on this. Every person that I went to, with the exception of one business, I won't say, was all for it. And Miss Westbrook said she's going to grab her tennis shoes and she's going to walk some miles with me.
Folks, this is just something simple you can do, and also you can get some great exercise by doing it. So, December the 14th is the day of the event. Also, when someone is trying to get in touch, you're in there.
Press 2. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello?
Your caller just hung up. Press 2 to call.
Well, anyway, we're sorry about that. For some reason, you're not being able to get through. Look, you'll probably have to come from another line, because we're not able to get you through. So we do apologize for that. But again, folks, tour track. Also, has it been confirmed about the press conference?
Yes.
Yes.
It's coming up real soon, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So we're not
Stay tuned.
So we will be having a press conference, and we will be giving more details about where and when. And I'll let Robert unveil when and what date that will take place. But we will be having a press conference, and if you support what we are trying to do, please come out, be a part of the press conference. Also, bring your checkbook with you when you come. We don't want you to just come up to the press conference just to be at a press conference. So, is there anything else, Rob, that you may be doing or coming up, or
Kids ages 2 to 12, encourage your parents to take you to Catfish Corner Sunday, 4 o'clock.
okay?
I hear there may be some toys.
You heard it.
Might be a few toys.
It might be. No, he just gave you a little snippet. He said, "This coming Sunday,
Don't cook.
don't cook. Head to Catfish Corner, and you might have a surprise."
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And Catfish Corner is located where?
The old KFC on 60th, I believe. Yeah, 60th and Ames.
The old KFC off of 60th and Ames. So the owner, Mr. Gary Johnson,
Yes.
neighbor, always was behind the kids. And I was just remembering his son Lamar. God bless his dad. So Gary's always giving back to this community. So go up to off of 60th and Ames and tell Gary Robert sent you from Knows, and who knows. Hello? Hello?
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Is this like... Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, you on the air?
I'll take the speaker off.
Hello?
Am I on the air?
Yeah?
What's behind conference call? You in a conference call?
You on the hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where you calling from? Hello?
Your phone get bugged, man?
Where you calling from? Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Who is this?
Hello?
Wait, that was up. That was anyway, we sorry about that, but I really want to get this information out, folks. This is a good cause, great flyer. Big ups to Janice Foster for putting this thing together. Again, for more information, I am not going to get that. For more information or to donate, please contact Robert Wagner, 402-812-6540 or projectknows@gmail.com. Robert, there were 3 things I want to talk about. I want to get your input on. And the first one is this. First of all, do you the recent police shooting? Do you believe that we need independent oversight?
Yes, I do.
Sagging, do you think it should be a crime?
Not a crime, just more education.
Education?
Yes.
There's actually a bill that's getting ready to be passed that going to make it a crime to sag. And last, Senator Christensen is reintroducing a bill where they want teachers to have guns in the classroom. What do you think about that?
No.
Why?
It's kind of like the old saying, you know, if a gun's in a house, you're going to use it, and it's just a matter of time, you know, before something would happen in a classroom. And I don't believe that's not something that should even be discussed. A gun around students.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what these armed police officers are for, correct? That work the schools. I mean, there's no reason for a teacher to carry a concealed weapon.
I think it's another way to do something like they got in Florida, which is that stand your ground law. So all a teacher would have to say is, "I'm scared," and be justified.
Yeah.
In actually shooting. I want to go back to the police shooting because I've gotten a phone call, and I know you've gotten several phone calls. Without going into details, because what we're trying to do is actually gather more information regarding it. Why do you feel that no matter what, it seems like with your incident, with the Johnson with boys, and with the girls, the 3 girls being shot, we still have not moved towards some type of independent oversight? And do you feel that would be something that we should even try to fight for because it hasn't happened and because of the history behind it?
I mean, when you look at the history with Ammons and Bibbins and cases like that, Jones, Watson, there's never really been a situation where the whole public is outraged, not just 10 or 20 of us, you know, but everybody. And I think until people realize that can be their son, brother, it's going to keep going because they don't look at us as a serious enough threat to feel like our lives matter. So until we really, really come together, then it's going to be more of the same.
You also started what I think is something that we really, and like I said, I need to be more accountable. But your street patrol, how is that going? And now that you have a central location, are you thinking about revisiting that? Are you going to try to expand it? And what is needed to really acclimate what you're trying to do with that program?
We would like to get some vehicles. That's one of the things that a lot of the members express concern about, you know, being in their own vehicle and seeing, you know, crimes take place and standing up for crime. You know, a lot of them are for it, but, you know, when you're driving your own vehicle and you have to go home, sometimes they were a little afraid. So I'm working on getting some vehicles, but in the meantime, yeah, I still will be out, and we still have members that'll be active right along with me. So we're not going anywhere, Willie.
Now, when do you guys meet? Or y'all guys meeting on a regular basis?
Right now, we're looking at Monday as the target date that we would like to meet. Monday night, 6 p.m. Here at the building, and you know, make it just a weekly thing.
Rob, 2014 coming up. Where do you see Nose, man? What type of impact do you see Nose making in 2014?
I definitely want more involvement from the men. I mean, we have more women than we have men, but yes, I would like to see the men step up to the plate and, get out there with me. And a lot of times when you just talk to these kids, you learn a lot. Sometimes that's all they need is somebody to talk to them. And I don't mind talking. I'm kind of long-winded sometimes, Willie. And, the main thing is just being available, trying to give people a support system, so to speak. And, instead of just labeling them and saying, oh, he's a gang member, he's lost, he's not going to make it. You tell somebody that over and over, they're going to believe it. So I'm just going to do all I can, Willie. I'm going to put more into it, more of my time, more of my efforts, and just try to make it something that the people need.
They always use this terminology on measuring success. To you, how would you measure success from this? I know it ain't the money.
When my phone's not ringing?
Well, that's good. When your phone's not ringing. So when you basically put yourself out of business, or put yourself out of commission, and that's what should be happening. All these different agencies should say the same thing. That should be their goal, but it isn't. It is to perpetuate. It is to keep this thing going. But I believe that each person, from me to you, we all got a part. We all got a part. And if you do your part, I do my part, she do her part, he do his part, this thing will be so much easier. But to expect Robert to do everything, to expect me to do everything, or Senator Chambers to do everything, I think it's unrealistic. And what has to change is we have to get people off the sidelines. I mean, they talk a good game, but we got to say, look, man, you got to come out here with us. If it ain't nothing more than giving of your time, or if you don't want to give your time, then give some resources. But everybody got to play a part in this. And because I believe we can change this tide. Because I see it every day. If they had 100 of you, we wouldn't be in the situation that we be in right now. So all we need is just 100. Just 100. So are you in? Do you really care about the community? Do you go to bed at night and you hurt because so many people are hurting? I mean, your house may be good, but when I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about people outside my house that's calling me every day saying, I need this. I can't help everybody.
And it's deep, Willie, because you may go to bed, feeling like, did I do everything? And you may do everything right, but you just don't know what's going on next door and or down the street. And I think we're so used to saying, oh, it's not my problem, or I'm going to look the other way. I think we just get numb to the yellow tape or the sirens. And again, that's somebody taking their last breath, and that's what keeps me going. Until that stops, like I said, when my phone isn't ringing, then I know change is happening. But until then, I'm going to just keep trying to hit it harder.
The sad thing about it, we're not even elected officials. Nowhere in the world, man, our phones are supposed to be ringing like they are. But folks have more faith in us than they do in the so-called leadership. And that's one of the questions I pose. What is and what does true leadership looks like? It's more than just being in front of a camera. It's more than just talking and having a nice suit and talking a good game. It's more than that. It's about loving and caring enough to say, I got to do something. And if you don't love the community, and that's what you have to do. You have to love it, because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you be like, why the hell am I doing this? I could be doing it so much better, and then I'll have to listen to all that crap. Why am I doing this? But it comes back to the same thing. I got no other choice, because I don't want to be part of the problem anymore. I want to be part of the solution, and part of the solution is sometimes we're not having enough sleep, not having enough money. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Right,
So, so you got the last word. What do you tell someone that's listening to this and saying, how can I get involved? What do you say? What do you say to someone and say, man, we just got to get up and we got to do this?
That's it. You know, you just got to get up and do it, and get out there. You know, there has to be a front line. You know, and right now that front line is missing. And you know, if we all put all hands on deck, you know, I think we can make a dent.
So I want to give a big up, and that's and it's sad to say is a lot of folks that we get ready to give thanks to is a lot of these it's women, Jamise, Janice, and Shanae, and I mean it's it's sad, but it's women, and the fact of the matter is, man, we need more men. We need men to come out here and to get involved. It's time. Women have been carrying the load for too long. It's a lack of leadership from us because we're not stepping up. The cavalry's not coming, y'all. We're the cavalry, and Robert has set the tone. So, folks, we got about 3 weeks for the end of the year. You want to get rid of some money. You want to get for a good cause. Here's a chance to be able to do that. Here's it is, Miles for Smiles, coming December 14th. And then, also, if you want to get in shape, you can do that as well. So again, folks, Robert, give you your contact information one more time, and close us out, man.
If anyone has a small business and would like to be a sponsor, I'm a big guy. We're a 5X, so we still have plenty of room for names on this shirt. And you can call me at 812-6540 or email me, projectknowes@gmail.com. Like our Facebook page, Project Knows, and just get involved.
All right, folks, we want to thank you so much for tuning into the show. Again, we want to read these quick sponsors. Again, Big Mama's Kitchen and Catering. I know she's going to probably be giving as well, so we just need to reach out to Big Mama, and I know she'll make it happen. Also, the Sandwich Shop. I know she will do that as well. So, again, folks, we want to thank everyone for tuning into the show. Again, we want to thank iTex, one of our sponsors, and also Cinderella Reynolds in Rosslyn. You'll find the kind of dress you'll likely wear only once, prom, formal, pageant, or even that smoking hot dress and killer heels for New Year's. Not only will you save a boatload of cash, you'll look fabulous just east of 72nd and Main in Rosslyn, or at CinderellaReynolds.com. We will be contacting you as one of our sponsors as well. Also, iTex, we will be contacting you as well. You're part of that 144th Street. So, iTex, the world's largest barter company, holiday show Sunday, December 8th, 11 to 3 p.m. Business owners, come out and see how barter can work for you. Call 402-592-2918. And last but not least, Big Mama's Kitchen and Catering. And I know she's going to give. So thank you so much, Big Mama. We will be picking up that check as well. So, folks, we are 501c3. All you got to do, put in the memo, Toy Trek, TOYSTREK. Specifically, put that in the memo. Thank you so much for tuning to the show. Again, this is Real Talk. As always, peace.
Oh man, it took forever to get that shirt. and he messed it up. He was rushing, but that's cool. I'm gonna wear this Sunday.
Where's
I'm
this?
gonna get a new one made.
Is that Superman?
Yeah.
All right. So,
This is what's going on. We up there.
hey, William,